Welcome back. You're watching the Power Breakfast Show, and this morning our guest is a man who started working at the age of 32 years, and he'll be telling us why exactly. But allow me to introduce to you the man with the voice on Hot 96, Mr. Coco.
Coco Solomon is here, man.
I like to say on radio, WAP Yandeta.
What does that mean?
What it means, how you doing? How you living? Mambo VP.
I said that again.
This is my language. WAP Yandeta.
Is that like, say WAP Yandeta?
WAP Yandeta.
Yeah, so we're with Coco this morning and want to know much more about Coco. The first question.
Ask away.
Your voice.
Yes.
When did you break your voice? Because you have a very husky voice. People say he sounds like he has a homa all the time. There's something stuck here.
I mean, hopefully I broke it around the same time as most
guys.
Most guys, which is around 14. When did you break yours?
I haven't.
12. Yeah. So yeah, I think around then.
Okay.
I think around then.
When you were about 12.
But my voice was never this deep.
Oh, yeah?
It was because of my years of misbehaving.
Which we are coming to next.
So does this voice though?
And it ended up being a gift now. It's
Yeah.
radio.
Speaking of gift, does it help you get the ladies?
Well,
Say my
I'm
name.
not going to say it doesn't help, but yeah, I mean,
So it helps.
It does help.
I am Coco.
It does help. It does help.
Really?
It does help.
I don't know.
I didn't know you'd be this noisy. Honestly, didn't think you'd be this noisy. Okay, let's talk about Coco. Coco was born many years ago.
Many years ago.
Comes from a family of how many?
Family of 6, 3 sisters, 3 beautiful sisters, loving parents. I can't really say I've ever not had anything I ever wanted.
Okay.
Spoiled from day one. Lots of love from my mom and dad. So like I always had everything I always wanted.
Then something happened, and Coco just recently came out and said he was in the world of drugs.
Yeah.
When did you get into drugs?
I got into drugs when I was 15. Wrong crowd, trying to be cool in school. You know, now I was all about being cool. I had to be cool.
Yeah.
You still are. You still
fit in
are.
with the Inwatu and to be cool with the chicks. That was me. That had to be
The
me.
Inwatu?
Yeah, with the Inwatu, you know. And unfortunately, I lost my way because the time when I started, unlike now we have a lot of people who go to schools and rehabs and talk to the youth about drugs, why not to use them, why to wait until marriage for things like sex, things like we educate the youth. At my time, there was nothing like that. We were just told, don't do drugs, don't have sex,
Stay in school.
that's it, and finish school. So I was like, aha, for me that means I'm going to do exactly that.
So you're a rebel.
I was a rebel.
What drugs were you abusing?
I started with heroin, believe it or not. Before
Really?
alcohol, before weed, heroin was the first thing I ever tried.
How did you come across heroin? I mean,
It was just I was at the wrong place at the wrong time. I didn't know at the time I was taking heroin. I just
Thought it was something
thought it was something else, something fun. I just knew when I took this, I'd feel good.
Let me ask you. You started at 15. You started doing heroin, a very expensive drug. Very expensive.
No, it's actually really cheap.
Oh, it is?
Oh, yeah?
Heroin is really cheap. Extremely
this guy.
cheap.
No, it's like...
Extremely cheap. Cocaine is expensive.
Heroin is.
Heroin isn't.
So then you're doing these drugs,
Yeah.
and then you're getting a high,
Yeah.
and you go back home.
Yeah.
Does your family notice, or what happened?
No, in the beginning they just thought I was moody. They weren't really sure what was wrong, and also because when it came to drugs, they weren't really educated, so they didn't really know what signs to look out for, the side effects, etc. So they just thought, okay, this guy's something's wrong with him, but drugs was the last thing on their mind.
So for how long did you abuse drugs before you first sought help?
15 years. From the age of 15 to the age of 30, 31. Wow. That is all I ever knew.
So by the time you were getting to 30, what other drugs were you doing?
Everything under the sun. Cocaine, mandrax, ecstasy, mushrooms, weed, alcohol, you name it. LSD, acid, crystal meth, everything. I've tried everything under the sun.
Some of those people don't even know.
Are you seeing how we get even and you're still alive?
And you're alive.
Even horse tranquilizer.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man.
So how did... Okay. Let's not give people ideas. I'm about to ask how that works, but...
No.
It doesn't work. That's the thing. It doesn't work.
That's really something. 15 years.
Yeah, 15 years.
So,
Really long time.
when did you then... So you started... You got help when you were 30?
Yeah, I got help when I was 30 because I never wanted to get help. And like I said, I came from a family that completely spoiled me. They never gave me tough love. So whenever I messed up, they were always there. When I messed up here, they were always there. They always covered for me. So I never dealt with any consequences. I never had any responsibilities to deal with. So anytime I was in trouble, I knew my parents were there to bail me out. So it got to a point, they were like, yo, if you don't shape up, you got to go because we can't handle you anymore. And so I thought, let me give it a try. Let me just try and see. All they want me to do is
like a turning point. What was the day like? There are people who say like on this particular day after this event happened, now I need help.
My father told me I would have to leave the house and I would not have their support in any way. And like I said, I always had my parents. They used to fund me, they gave me transport, they gave me a place to stay. So the thought of me being out in the streets, having no money, no car, and no money to score my drugs really freaked me out because I knew the withdrawal symptoms and what I'd have to go through in order for me to score. So I thought, let me just give it a try. Let me try and be clean for a little bit and see what the big deal is about, if it works.
What about school, you know, because drugs for 15 years, I'm trying to see how you are able to balance.
Yeah, with all that.
Well, I went to school. I went to college, I went to uni, but the thing is, I never completed anything. I started everything, but never completed anything, because at some point or another, my addiction would kick in and take over. You cannot be an addict, an active addiction, and do anything else, because it completely takes over your life. You become a slave. From the minute you wake up to the minute you go to sleep, all you're thinking about is how to score. Because you need it. You need your fix. It doesn't matter how you get it, who you have to hurt, who you have to lie to, where you have to steal from to get your drugs, you will do it. Even your own family, which I did,
Then you go into rehab.
Wow.
How long were you in rehab for?
I went to rehab a couple of times. It wasn't just once, then I was clean.
Okay.
You know, it doesn't happen like that.
Okay.
And especially after using for 15 years, you can imagine, like, I was so... I actually became the drug. I was so, I could taste it, I would sweat it, I was everything about that drug. So it took me a while. It took me about 3 years in and out of different rehabs. And then eventually I managed to break the habit. Yeah.
Well, congratulations, you've been clean for a while now.
Yeah, for about 3 years. It hasn't been easy though. I've had my ups and
That's
downs.
what I was going to ask
I've had my ups and downs. It's never been easy. Every single day is a struggle. There's never a day I wake up and I don't think about it, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's always there. It's a daily battle. I'm not cured of my addiction. I will never be cured. There is no cure. I fight it every day.
Every single day.
Every single day. It's something I have to live with.
What keeps you?
What keeps you away from it?
You know what it is? When I think about where I was, the things I used to do, the thought of going back is what scares me. And I know if I go back, I may not come back. I won't have a comeback. I'll either be dead, end up in jail, or I won't have, like we say, I don't have another recovery in me. I've used all of my chances. So if I go back, that's it. That's it for me.
Then you joined radio.
Yeah.
And how has that journey been?
I joined radio by chance. Somebody told me, you know, you should try radio because of your voice. So I did a demo. I never studied radio. And I used to talk a lot as an addict. I could talk my way in and out of every situation. So I did a demo and it worked out for me. It really did.
Yeah.
And it just things for me happened really quickly. You know, I managed to get on air and the response was good. People liked my voice, and so far so good.
And there's so much.
Big up to Hot 96 because of my peeps, you know.
There's so much energy on the show.
Yeah, man, I'm full of energy because
there's one time though that the thing about it, and that's what like most people like Kiriko think. Like whenever you have energy, there is something behind it.
So, you know, people always think I'm under the influence of something when I'm at work.
Yeah.
But let me tell you why. When you have lost 15 years of your life and you're given another chance to live, you will live each day like it's your last. So from the minute I wake up, every single moment, I live it like it's my last. I will do everything to the max. Whether it's sitting down and having a conversation, or just taking a drive, or drinking, whatever, I will do it like it's my last. I will enjoy every minute of it because I feel like I have been to the other side and I managed to get back. So the reason I came back was to give people hope and let them know it is never too late. Doesn't matter how old you are, what you've been through, you can always come back. I mean, I could have sat there in a pity pot and been like, oh, you know, this happened to me.
Yes.
And poor me, I'm 32 years old. It's too late for me. My peers are already married with kids. But I decided, you know what? Nah, I'm just going to try and do it different. I've been through it. Let me get my booty up and do what I need to do, you know?
Yeah,
so that's what I do now.
Coco on TV, a picture of you.
Yeah, that is me.
That's where he
That's
works.
me in studio, man.
Yeah, in studio.
Representing.
Coco, I've known you for a few years now.
Yeah.
And when I first met you, you didn't have that thing on your head.
This?
Yes.
Yeah, it's growing now. It's lost to its bigger now.
Oh, it is.
Thing is that one.
This is my nueles, man.
Looks like a ponytail,
You
man.
are now Rastafari.
I am fully Rasta. Yes, I am.
Explain to us what that is.
Well, for me, you know, it depends. It all comes down to the individual. But for me, I say Jah saved me, Jah found me. At the time when I was down, I was low, I always had long hair, and people used to ask me, do Rastas do this and do they do that? And I was like, I don't know, I just have that hair. So I started reading up about it, and I just said, So I started reading up about it, and I really got into it, you know. And Rasta Liberty is about keeping fit, your body healthy, no smoking, no drinking, going to the gym, exercising, no meats. And I really like that, and especially with me trying to turn my life around, it really fit in. So that's how I just got into it. So I say, Jah found me.
Doesn't your head get hot?
Yes, it gets super hot. I'm always hot, super hot. Even at the gym, I have to.
Yeah, because he actually gyms. You see, even he has a house mark. Let's see that again, Robert. Coco Rasta.
Yeah, man, that's in my nyumba, you know.
Yeah, your nyumba with your watu.
For my watu.
With your watu.
Who knew it was going to be this amazing? But at the gym as well, he has, you know, a turban and a full workout. And I'm like, gosh, Coco.
My hair is always covered. It's only when I'm at home with my family or if I'm with my, you know, my queen, my empress, my woman's divine.
Which one we're going to talk about?
Oh, Lord.
We want to know, Coco.
What you want to know?
Coco.
Yeah.
When did Coco fall in love? I'm in love with the Coco.
I'm in love with the Coco.
No, when did
No,
Coco
let's just say, you know, I have a good woman behind me. She supports me, my queen. She's very humble, she's polite, she's simple, and that's what I like about it, because being who I am, I need somebody who can always bring me back down and be like, yo, man, cool down the pace, you know?
Yeah,
don't lose control. So I have somebody who takes care of me. She's very special. And where's the camera? Which one?
This one.
Big up to you, my queen. Me love you, mad you.
Most things. Special dedication.
You say what I go on into my empress.
There she is. You can see a snippet of her.
That is hot over
Just part.
Yeah,
man.
You know, when you're in this industry, man, you need to keep your private life as private as you can.
True.
Because people are always out there to find out negative stuff about you and just create caca for no reason. So I try and keep
Which is good.
Which is awesome.
Which is good.
Which is awesome, yeah.
Coco, you have a lot of tattoos.
I do. I have 12.
You have 12 tattoos.
I have 12 tattoos.
Okay.
And I have,
Yeah, let's talk about what else you have.
That's just,
so, 12 tattoos. But the one that really struck me is the one that you have on your leg.
Oh, yeah, that one right there. Right?
What's
Right
that
there.
about?
oh, snap. I was in the shower. That's my dude, man. That's my homie. He's called Okanaku.
Okanaku.
Yeah, he's my watu.
Your watu
Yeah, he's my
person.
watu. He's like my watu. So that was in the shower. That's my homie.
What's that tattoo about?
It was just something I designed, you know. I like patterns and shapes, so I just sat down with a friend of mine and.
Is tattooing your way of getting away from the pain you have been through in life?
It is sometimes. It's about diverting pain because I can't abuse or use mood-altering substances anymore. So I like the pain from tattoos. It takes me somewhere, but I also like tattoos, you know. At the same time, I have to be sure of what I'm doing because it's permanent.
Yeah,
So,
like what is this mean?
This is enjoyment of life. This is like one of my first tattoos ever. Yeah.
What does that mean?
Enjoyment of life.
Enjoyment of life.
Enjoyment of life.
You have one written for me, I think.
Yeah, I've got Mfalme here, I've got Lion here, I've got on my bag, I've got across my chest, I'm
And that's
covered in
not
tats.
where we're going. That's just
Yeah, that's, yeah. Coco, you You say you've been given a second chance in life.
Yes, I have.
And that's why you're living every single day, trying to recover, if you can say,
Yes.
the lost time. Are you doing anything to ensure that the other young people who are out there who are going through what you went through many years ago don't have it as hard as you did, or are able to leave it as early as possible?
I try and do my part. I go to schools, I go to rehab centers, and I give talks. Like I said, my message is always a message of hope, just to let people know that it's never too late. So yeah, I try and do my part as much as I can. And I do it, I don't charge, because I love doing it. I love it. If I can save somebody else, if I can save them the pain I went through, I would any day. Because I went through a lot of pain. A lot of pain, yeah.
And I'd like to know what your folks think about the new Coco now.
My folks love me, man. My folks love me. I'm their only son. I'm their lion. I'm Mama's boy for life. And let me tell you something about Mama's boys. We make the best lovers.
Yeah, that's what I say.
And if you don't know,
now you know. No.
Mama boy things. Empress is more my force.
No.
Let me tell you thing.
No. There's a picture I saw earlier of Coco when he was such a young boy. I don't know whether it's up there. Robert, is it up there? Is it ready? Look at that.
Oh.
How old were you there?
I don't even know how old it was. That's Anita, my sister, put that up without telling me. This Throwback Thursday thing we have online.
Yeah. How old were you
that
there?
was, I have no idea, but those are my two younger sisters, my little lionesses, who are both fully grown now with children of their own.
Okay.
Yeah, that was some time back, way back.
Does Coco feel the pressure to settle down, to get children, to get a family?
You know, I hope so. If God blesses me, I really hope so. It's something I really want. I think that's the only thing left I have to do on this earth, is to be a father.
Yeah.
Not be a husband?
And a husband as well. But everything has its time. So that is my plan. But pole.
Okay.
With your wife, you know.
With my wife, with my
I listened to your story, and from the beginning, it didn't seem like even your name. Your real name is Dominic who?
Dominic Colin Karyuki Ngori.
Ngori, any shit.
Yeah, Ngori. That's my real name. That's my real name.
Ngori.
Where does Coco
Ngori.
come from?
Coco was a nickname I got years ago because my hair used to be brown when I was younger. Yeah.
Okay. What about Sobo?
Sobo, my niece couldn't say Coco, so she used to say Sobo.
Shut that.
So Coco Sobo Moto became my radio,
Your trademark.
my trademark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What music do you like, Coco?
I like house music. I love reggae. I love bongo. Yeah.
Does that influence? Does that influence your playlist on radio?
Sometimes, but then it's not about me on radio. It's about my listeners. If it was up to me, I'd play reggae and house, Afro house all day long. But most of the music I play is hip hop and R&B. Yeah.
Okay.
What is your favorite reggae song? The one that just takes you there, like inspires you?
Let's see. My favorite reggae song would have to be. Wow. Right now, there's a song by Chronix called Rain. Yeah. I play that every day when I start my show.
Oh, yeah?
That's what you're feeling.
That's what I'm feeling right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about your favorite house song?
My favorite house song is really hard, but I love Heavy K. Heavy K has some nice beats. There's a track called Beautiful War by Heavy K. I love that song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're more of reggae and house.
Yes.
And kwaito.
And bongo.
How hard is it being on radio? Or how easy is it being on radio?
You know what? What's really hard about radio is, as much as it's only 3 hours, having to talk for those 3 hours is not easy, because you have to have something to say every single time you turn on the mic. You can't just turn on the mic and be like, hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up,
I'm
people?
Coco, man, I'm cool, yeah. No, you always have to have something to say. So from the minute I leave studio to when I come back the next day, I'm always thinking about what to talk about, how to talk about it, to make it funny or interesting, so as to make sure the listener doesn't change channel to another station. So it's hard. It really is hard. Yeah.
And if you listen to Coco from the days he used to be on late night radio, you did not do
I've improved.
Yeah, you've improved, you know, and we're really proud of you. And where do you see yourself in the next 5 years or so?
Let's see. I'd still like to be doing radio. But in about 10 years, I'd like to be behind the scenes. Maybe where my boss is now, David, now. I'd like to take his place in about 10 years.
About 10 years.
I feel I still have a number of years behind the mic. I'd like to get on, at some point, be breakfast. That's my goal, because, you know, breakfast is the show every station. So that is my goal, to get there. Yeah.
So that's maybe another 5 years, and then
Maybe another
10
5,
years.
maybe sooner, depends how I go, how I do.
Yeah. Okay, and what's the one thing, you know, you think about every day and you're grateful for, and, you know, you wish for and you're grateful for?
The one thing, my family, the woman in my life, and just the fact that I have a second chance at life, you know. I'm grateful for that. On a daily basis, I give thanks just for life. Just the fact that you wake up every day is a sign that your higher power, like, you have a purpose on this earth. So whether you wake up moody or sad or whatever, just the fact that you've woken up, because there are plenty of people who cannot say that. On a daily basis, people are passing away. I mean, last week, the floods, you name it, so much is going on. So if you're waking up every day, you have a purpose, man. Wake up and do what you need to do. Yeah, give thanks. Just give thanks.
Well, time is not on our side, and I'd wanted us to have, I'd have loved us to have the conversation and getting your purpose, because that's another thing that many people
I can always come back. You know, you need to have a segment here, like, you know how on Twitter you have trending? Yeah, man, like every Friday. Like swagging or swagged out.
Swagged out.
Swagged out. What's been trending the whole week.
Yeah,
let
man.
the what to know. We don't.
And you think I will let you come back?
Yes, I can help you. I'm marking myself to call out the what to. Not the what to.
All right, so that's your plan, your grand plan for a takeover.
Yes, yes.
Okay, all right. I see you. I see you.
TV is dope, though, man. TV is dope.
No, but thank you so much for making time for coming.
Man. It's crazy hot here.
It is, and sharing your story, really. And I'm hoping someone back at home has really been inspired by,
I hope so too.
By what you've had to say.
Hot 96, #1 station.
Oh yeah, and catch you from 10 p.m.
Yeah, I'm already there in about an hour.
About an hour. And I think if you're out there and you want to get in touch with Coco, just you know, get him on Twitter.
Yeah, get me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is at Coco Sobo. Instagram, coco.sobo. Yeah, very easy.
Someone, if you're struggling out there with drugs and
if you want to talk, if you want to vibe, please feel free. I'm so open, I'm so easy, I can talk to you anytime. I love doing it.
Before we go, and I'll ask you a very personal question, and I hope you'll be able to answer us. You used to slit, right?
Yeah.
You used to cut.
I was a cutter, yeah.
Why?
Because
were you angry?
no, it's like it diverts pain. Like, there were times when I didn't have money to score my drugs. So, and I had to divert the pain I was feeling. So cutting would help.
Wow.
It would take me to another place. It's deep and it's complicated like that.
Yeah, it is. Next time. Next time.
Another time.
Next time when you come to swagged ups. What do you say?
Swagged out.
Swagged up or swagged out or happening.
I get heroes are swagged out.
Every Friday. You need to let the watcher know what's going on.
Yeah. All right, so you've been watching the Power Breakfast Show this Friday morning. We do hope that you've been informed, you've been educated, you've been entertained. Our work here is done. Willis Raburu is done making noise. He will go and make noise elsewhere. Sobo is also going to make noise elsewhere.
I'm going.
I'm just going to be a quiet, nice girl and enjoy my weekend. Thank you so much for watching the Power Breakfast Show this week. We really enjoy your company. We really enjoy your feedback. So we'll see you again, same place, same time, from Monday, 6 a.m. Have a lovely weekend. Be kind to one another. Don't do drugs. Smile.
Yes.
What else do you say? Enjoy.
Be safe. Do things in moderation. Tune into Hot 96. Big up to my girl Monique.
No, I have a band there. So you guys, thank you so much for your small little gig there. But guys, let's cross over to the other studio. This morning we're hosting Antonio Soul, playing us beautiful music, take us to the top of the hour. Willis Raburu, successful people
look like you and Manchester United
and me. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Take care. Bye.